Oh man, Stoic! I can just feel the enthusiasm for Shizuka oozing out of you right now.
It's a unit that I just so desperately want and almost desperately need as well. So, by no surprise, guys, pre-bans are locked in, Volantis and Miles. Draft should go as according. We're going to see coming from Why do I not remember Raigeki's first pick anymore? Laura!
It is the Laura, my friend. Very, very strong. Now we're going to see the Oliver. Thank you so much. And then the double fire with Rakuni and Cardinal. We talked about, is the Prague coming out or is he swapping to another water unit? I loved your idea of Camilla, Stoic. Maybe as a last pick if we see more fire. What do you think still about it?
I really like the Camilla. I think Camilla would be an outstanding unit for Fallen Flower to bring here, but I don't think he's going to be bringing it. He does lock in that Light Monkey King, and I think that's a very good unit to lock in. Hagang getting a little bit of attention from Raigeki, and I do like the Hagang. Now, I want to be a little bit wary here with Raigeki. He's not showing a ton of damage right now, which doesn't worry me too much because there's not a ton of damage on the other side of Fallen Flower as well, but Fallen Flower does have the sustain in the form of Praha, though.
I'm going to throw something. I'm going to tell you that if he picks an S-year-less pick and bans this Josephine, this is a very strong draft. Like you said, Raigeki's lacking damage, and the Hagang only works if you don't have attack bar push to not let him cut, right? So you have the Wedget, which is 1, and then you can strip. Oh my God, the Diana's coming back again. And he bans the Cardinal. Very, very quick ban. The interesting thing is that the Oliver gets the pass and can reset these water units. What are you expecting right here, Stoic?
I mean, that's the big dangerous unit right now, is that Oliver. Oliver's got the resets out here, and I think Oliver is going to be the pace setter for this match. Is how well can Oliver keep Raigeki back? We'll find out in a minute, guys. We get into our very first match with Fallen Flower and Raigeki, and we've got Wajet boosting everybody up here, getting some nice buffs onto the field, but nice resistance hitting the field with Rakuni.
Yeah, wait. I got to say something right here. Why was the speed tuning off? Why was the Kitian Dashang the first one to go, is this a swift monkey? I don't know what's going on. That might have been a big problem for the match because now you didn't have the strip from Praha so the monkey could control, or the strip from Praha so Oliver could reset the opponent. Right now, this is an incredible match for Raigeki, and he's in the driver's seat, Stoic.
Yep, he really is. You can see the damage coming out from this beautiful Josephine Transmog here, pumping away there at that Light Monkey King. But of course, you have Wajet's passive able to heal up his team a little bit as well, which is really, really nice for Falling Flower. It's able to keep him alive here. And I think what you're going to see is Raigeki going to try and control this Oliver. He has to keep this unit back right now.
Yeah, that's a really good comment. Let's see if he can stun also the Juno, because she does have the heal and sleeve. The problem is that there's no reset on the Raigeki side, so he has to land stuns. Stuns with Laura, stuns with Josephine, and stuns with this Hagang. The question right now is, can he land them before the Monkey and Oliver start taking turn? No! Oliver will come in with a reset right now.
Yep, does get that reset. Lands true on top of the Josephine. Josephine will not have the passive up for when Light Monkey King puts everybody down just like this. A little bit of attack bar pushback there is going on top of the Josephine. Josephine is reset. There's no skill is going to be up here. We can see that second skill go right back at Josephine once everybody's sleeping right now. So as Josephine's low, Rakuni's not going to be cleansing any of the CC on this field at the moment.
Yeah, the team, the control is coming in. He could have even used skill 3 right here, but he relies on the Oliver reset. I don't know, that might have been a little bit greedy. Can he get enough damage out now with the Praha or the Oliver to kill? Yes, Raigeki gives up.
Yep, and there you go. Fallen Flower taking that very first match between him and Raigeki. Once again, we knew that Oliver was going to be very, very oppressive, and it was going to be that pace setter. So once Oliver got locked in, Oliver just ended the match as is.
And we talked about it. I don't think that the Hagang was as strong as a pick with the Wedget coming through, right? Because then the main role of interrupting, cutting in, and stripping was kind of left to the wayside. So what would you like to see as an adaptation from Raigeki? More aggression, you know, more turn one? What are you thinking about it, Stoic?
Maybe not a Hagang in a draft where, you know, it's just a single target was going to be super, super powerful there. And it was very, very oppressive. It's like I want to see more of an answer to that Oliver. I feel like Raigeki should have known that Oliver was going to be, you know, as oppressive as it was there. But we'll see what happens with the pre-bans. Wadjet is going to be getting the ban, and that's a very smart ban from Falling Flower, banning out the Sekhmet. I'm expecting to see a first pick Oliver coming out of Falling Flower.
I really like that pre-ban on the Sekhmet, and you called it. The Oliver is a super strong first pick right here, but he takes away the Laura. They're still fighting for this super powerful, high base speed LD unit, so totally understandable. Let's see if Raigeki doesn't let him have the duo, right? Locks in the Oliver, yes, and brings back a Juno, a direct counter to the Laura.
Yep, not just a direct counter to the Laura, but a direct counter to the Volantis that's probably going to be drafted by Raigeki as well. Rakuni's going to hit the field with the Miles, and we know that combination. We've seen that only 1,000 times. Rakuni and Miles, very, very strong.
A lot of damage. Turns given from the Rakuni to the Miles, procs, and now he brings in an Annabelle. Let's go! A super powerful high win rate unit. Cleansing, healing, slow, very long 3-turn death break, and also the all magical skill. Does the pick of Verd right here tell you that Fallen Flower is thinking about banning this Annabelle no matter what?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't think I really like the Verdi heal right now. I feel like Fallen Flower can't take advantage of a triple revenge Verd unless this is a Swift Verd heal. And Swift Verd heal could be coming to the table right now because that could help out his team. And a quick adjustment for that light Monkey King turning into a Tessarian. That was quite interesting. But of course, Volantis hitting the field. We knew it was coming with the Juno already being drafted by Raigeki.
I like the Tessa better, but he broadcasted this Annabelle ban, and now there's no sustain on his side. So if Raigeki outspeeds, which is expected, and gets to control with his Volantis, he's gonna be in big trouble. Oh no, the outspeed is from the Laura, and it's not a Swift Verd, maybe Violent because it's not fast enough. The Volantis can turn the game around right here and gets the strips and the glancing even on the Verd. This is looking very good for Raigeki right now, my friend.
Yeah, it really is. Get the attack bar reduction on top of the Tessarian as well. Looking for some despair stunts coming out with this Juno. I think he only goes with cycling that first skill there. It looks like that unit of choice is going to be the Laura, what he wants to get rid of. No stuns are going to be landing on top of that Verdi heal, but the Verdi heal is glance, so Verdi heal shouldn't be critting now. Shouldn't be critting now.
Yeah, it got a double glancing, now only got one crit, and little by little, he's getting this Vertihill and the Laura down, and remember, no Rakuni to save them this time, no proc from the Miles, he can go for the attack bar reduction, takes it away, and now this Cardinal can choose to go greedy on the Verd or finish it up, and he does it. No counter, and it's Raigeki 1-1, a match that was won probably in the pick and ban phase, my friend.
Yep, 100%. I mean, it was a lot just like that first match. Fallen Flower got the Oliver online. Oliver was just way too oppressive, pushing back all the attack bar in the world here. Raigeki just did exactly what Fallen Flower did in that first match, and I think these two should have been fighting over the Oliver pick and not so much the Laura pick in my eyes.
Yeah, very, very good point. I agree with you. The Oliver is looking like the one to go, or be even pre-banned on this last one if you don't have the first pick. The interesting thing is, I loved the Juno and Volantis combo. Once again, take the Volantis off the table because this monster is super dominant, is bringing me back to the Chinese qualifiers and the dominance we saw from Wedjet, Juno, and Volantis.
Wow. And then he's just going to take the Oliver away from him, though. We may have a repeat of that first match, but it depends how these two are going to be adjusting now. I think that surprises me to see the Widget instead of the Oliver here, though.
Yeah.
Because if he had gone... All right, let's just... Raigeki should take the Oliver, to be honest with you. If he doesn't take Oliver, I'm blown away. But okay, all right.
He doesn't. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm like you. I'm very surprised right here, especially since there's no speed lead on his side yet. But remember, the Sekhmet is still available. If he sees that Falling Flower doesn't go fully committed to turn one and falls back another units, he might pivot into that Sekhmet.
So all these players still haven't even drafted any immunity at all on any of those two matches. Now Oliver's going to get locked in from Fallen Flower. RAIGEKI responding with a fire. I love the Fire Monkey. I think Fire Monkey King is an excellent pick right now. And then we're going to see a Douglas. Is he going to get enough value off that Douglas here?
It's a must-ban Douglas, my friend. Now, he gets his whole comp. I think he's comfortably looking into playing against these 4 monsters because now Falling Flower has to draft something that needs to be banned. Yes, that is very quickly banned, and he has to ban the Douglas. So this is looking like a very strong draft from RAIGEKI, to be honest. It's going to take a lot of effort from Falling Flower to control the Fire Monkey.
Yep, exactly. I mean, there is a lot of attack bar reduction here for Fallen Flower. I mean, he's got the first skill with the Widget. He's got both skills that he has with the 2 wind units that he has. But, I mean, is that going to be enough to keep back the Fire Monkey King? We'll find out. We do have the sustain, though, with that Pra. So we're looking to see a reset popping out here on Pra to stop that healing here. And that is going to be the target. Does land true and gets provoke as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like RAIGEKI's draft right here. This is gonna be a field trip for the Fire Monkey. So much damage coming out, and the stacks are gonna be coming because when you try to reduce its attack bar, it'll get more stacks. He's gonna start hitting harder and harder. You need to get a lot of value of this Raccoony, and he's gonna need a lot of procs to stay in the game.
Yep, he is, but I think RAIGEKI also really needs to land these defense breaks as well because that is a lot of sustain, though, Fallen Flower has with the Widget, with that Raccoony as well. Beautiful first skill sleep, though, able to get more skills down on that 3rd skill. He's trying to pump out more of those.
Yeah, I really like that. Got the stun on the Raccoony as well for free. Goes for the reduction. Double res on it. Beautifully done. The Raccoony stays standing, and he's praying for procs with this monkey. Gets finally 1, but do you even want to use it? Oh, he uses it. But the damage is coming in, but not enough to kill the Widget.
I always find that pretty interesting that people choose not to use a Fire Monkey skill 2nd skill. You get that skill up every other turn. You are 1 violent proc and getting that 2nd skill up again. So in my opinion, even if you're at full health, you use that skill, especially when it takes to get a defense break back up onto the field. But to each their own, they're in SWC, and I'm casting it. But yeah, we'll see.
I agree with you. It's just that in this case, the Raccoony was going to heal it and take out the death break right after, right? So he needs an opening. Otherwise, if the Oliver continues to control the field and doesn't let the Praha play, it's going to be very, very difficult to take this Widget down. He has resisted. The Raccoony has resisted, so he needs the opening for the Fire Monkey.
Yep, most definitely. We get a little bit of attack bar pushback there on the counter. We're going to see those buffs popping up once again. 2nd skill, able to land a provoke control unit here, and it is going to be that Laura he's trying to control. Raccoony providing so much healing for Falling Flower's team. You could definitely tell that RAIGEKI's starting to fall behind just a little bit. There's those additional turns popping up from the Fire Monkey King, landing that defense break and stun, of course, onto the Cigar, but more additional turns coming out from the Oliver, and that's not at all what RAIGEKI wants to see because his units are getting attack bar pushback, getting reset. This is where Oliver is starting to look like one of those deciding factor units for me.
Whoa, that reduction from Widget was huge on the Fire Monkey, saving the Sagar because the Sagar was gonna be killed by the monkey. The monkey resists, but this is a very interesting turn of events. That reduction from Widget might have defined the game for now because now Oliver has the opening to keep resetting attack bars and it's gonna be everyone against the monkey.
That's right. I mean, I think RAIGEKI should be going full into this Wind Monkey King, but it's so tough when you have a Raccoony healing everybody up, when you have even Widget bringing some sustain to the field as well, pushing up so much attack bars. That's really, really tough. The Violent proc is so big right now, keeping those provokes down on top of the Pra as well, but nice little additional turns here popping out from this Connell. Connell's trying desperately to get rid of the Cigar.
The Cigar with 1 HP, Stoic, and the Raccoony's gonna heal it because of the attack bar from Widget. Coming in, a proc, salt in the wound from this Oliver. Oliver dominating this match. Now he needs to kill. Get rid of it. No, 1 HP, but it knocks. Finally,
he's gotta do it. He has to take unit, though. Man, that's absolutely insane right now. I mean, still, I'm looking at an Oliver just being way too oppressive going up against RAIGEKI. And RAIGEKI had an opportunity to take this unit away from FALLINGFLOWER. It still blows me away that he wasn't taking this unit, but he's able to get his provokes. He's trying to keep these units down, able to get the stuns out here. Keep in mind that he is going to get a lot of sustain. This Fire Monkey can still pull this off, but we need defense breaks and we need additional turns.
Yeah, if the Fire Monkey King hasn't managed to land a death break on this Wedgehead, it's probably 100% res, just like the Raccoon. If he can't kill this Oliver quickly enough, and the Oliver steals the attack bar, finally he misses on a fire unit, continues with the provoke, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, Stoic. Do you think this monkey can get a death break into a proc to take a unit out?
I mean, it's definitely bound to happen. This Fire Monkey King is going to be an absolute demon on this field. When the HP stats going down, the attack power stats going up, where that first skill just stats slamming here. But I mean, there's still a lot of attack bar pushback here with the Widget, with the Oliver, and you know, it's not the second skill like a Zing-He, a Wind Monkey King. It's just a healing second skill, which does help a whole lot, but not if you can't get these turns. He's going to push back so much attack bar that I don't know if RAIGEKI can really hold on, but we'll find out.
Oh, it's very close. The match is back and forth, and this Raccoon with the procs, now he can try to steal the attack bar and then guarantee the kill. It's a 3v1, but the monkey's hitting very hard. Is it on revenge?
Look at all this attack bar pushback,
we haven't seen it revenge yet.
No, we haven't seen it revenge yet. You know, if it is on revenge, that might be the saving grace for RAIGEKI, but so much healing's coming out here, so much attack bar pushback, gaining so much attack bar as well. He needs to land that second skill, doesn't get it. Stun needs to happen, in my opinion. Doesn't get it, but does get the additional turn, though. Almost dropping the Raccoon. That was very, very close. If anything, if he got rid of that Raccoon, RAIGEKI can come back here, but there's just too much attack bar pushback. He needs to land all of his stuns, and that's just not what's happening right now.
Oh, he needed that proc. He needed that proc, Stoic, finally, in the end. The thing was, I think this is a Nemesis monkey, not a revenge one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even Nemesis, Revenge, call it what you want. I do think Oliver, again, is a deciding factor. It was a unit that could have been taken away. It was a unit that became way too oppressive, way too many resets going on RAIGEKI's team here, and it was just something that he was not able to really take advantage of. He went from trying to keep other units low so that Raccoon wasn't healing so much, but Widget was providing so much healing as well. And I feel like a lot of people forget. I don't think RAIGEKI forgot, but I think a lot of people do forget that Widget does have healing that he does bring to the team.
Yeah. And what you talked about, the key unit right now has been Oliver. Now, FALLINGFLOWER gets the strong trio. 3 of the top 5 most picked units that are non-LD in this season. The only thing that's missing is a Shizuka, but goes very aggressively. What would you like to see on the RAIGEKI side right here as the last pick? Speed lead, something that counters any of these units. What are your thoughts?
I mean, right now, I think FALLINGFLOWER's got some sweet bread and butter right now. We're looking at an Oliver, Raccoon, Miles, and it's probably exactly what FALLINGFLOWER was trying to lock in here. And I'm a little afraid for RAIGEKI right now, because as much as I do like a Sekhmet can be a really scary unit if she's not landing that third skill. But I look at a draft right now where if Sekhmet is landing that third skill, I'm not sure it even matters at the moment. Nothing. Okay, so just the Abelia. You got the reset on the Abelia. I think that's great. But I don't think that third skill from Sekhmet's going to be impactful enough for a Oliver, Miles, a Julianne, and a what is this?
Flashing what? I am breathless. Well, I agree with you. I don't think that the Abelio pick is too impactful. I would love to see a Chungpung or something similar as the last pick, and leaving those water units. Yeah, that's good too. An Etna, very strong wind unit, and trying to make sure that you control the water units. The question right now for you is, who is the ban on the FALLINGFLOWER side?
Man, I feel like there's a lot to worry about, because I feel like you don't ban out the Abelio. Maybe banning out the Raccoon is probably going to be the best thing, because now you're not in a position of doing this crazy limbo of trying to remove a unit. You just kind of create your target and then assert yourself.
I agree with you. I like the ban because now the Miles will move first, but then he's not connected. Even if he deals a lot of damage, you have the chance to reset the Oliver so you're not controlled. Or you can go with the aggressive option of attempting to reset the water unit, which I don't love right now. The Etna gets the attack bar, goes for the stun and doesn't stun the Oliver.
And in my opinion, that's probably the worst results right now for RAIGEKI, and honestly can probably even describe what's going to happen to the rest of this game. Not getting the resets immediately on top of the Abelio, not getting the stun on top of that Oliver. He's about to lose a unit right now, and it's just already heavily favoring Fallen Flower, but that's a great little result right there, getting the glancing across the field, capitalizing on that defense break on top of the Miles, but is that going to be enough for RAIGEKI to really get a big clap back here?
Yeah, but Valenta's gonna have to carry this. He's gonna have to apply the death break right now and gets caught. No, the risk was too big. This Etna deals so much damage. Now he can push the attack bar. No, he goes for the kill for the safe choice, but now Valenta can kill the whole team. That was he got so.
Oh man, he's able to get that. That's crazy. And the provokes landing in really, really good places as well. Of course, avoiding the Juno, not getting a provoke on top of the Juno to bring more sustain to the team. Not like that matters too much. Beautiful stuns, though, laying on top of the Volantis. And I think you go for a big skill 2 here. Kind of a desperation move, in my opinion, what needed to happen right there. But nope, holds on to that skill 2. For some reason, to be honest, I feel like you really should have used it.
It's very difficult, Stoic, because I think that lack of luck of not killing any of those 2 units with the Volantis big skill might have sealed the match right here.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, we're going to be watching a Volantis dropping off very shortly. Miles just providing way too much damage here. Oliver just being way too aggressive. And honestly, RAIGEKI getting very unlucky with that Ethna and the segment. That was a very, very rough stat for RAIGEKI here.
I agree with you, but I think there's some greed in here on Fallen Flower not going for the Volantis. If Juno manages to get, like you said, very unlikely stun with the AoE, but once again, he holds it. So the Miles not being stunned, he can try to get rid of one of these units, and right now the Volantis is at 1 HP. If he hits, great stun, because if he hit the Vampire, the Julian right here, he would have procced the Abelio passive once again.
Yeah, most definitely. I understand the why he would go with the first skill, trying to generate so much attack bar with that first skill alone, and obviously Juno's going to be a little bit quicker there. But in the result of RAIGEKI at the time having 4 units to use that second skill, could have maybe opened up the gate, but it's not going to matter now because Fallen Flower is going to be our very first person locking in his spot at the America's Cup Final.